Hello, everybody. Today we're going to go over the intro to USD JPY, which is a forex pair, and I am the beach trader. We're going to go over the history, exploring the Japanese yen and its importance to the global economy. Number 2 is the best trading times. Trading time is calculated used on the highest volatility time versus the lowest volatility times. Number 3 is factors, roles of the USD versus roles of the JPY. And number 4 is the strategy, correlations, and best ways to trade USD JPY. Number 1, history, exploring the Japanese yen. What is USD JPY? The US dollar versus the Japanese yen. The USD JPY is the abbreviation used to denote the currency exchange rate for the US dollar and the Japanese yen. Currency pairs. The currency pair shows how many yen, the quote currency, are needed to purchase one US dollar, the base currency. The symbol for the Japanese yen is JPY, is a Y. Popular. The Japanese yen is actually the third most popular traded currency in the world and behind only the US dollar and the euro. The yen was officially adopted in 1871 by the Meiji government, and as such has a much more complex and rich history in comparison to some of the relatively newer currencies around the world. Since inception, the value of the yen has grown considerably, and this is in large part due to the strong Japanese industrial complex, a thriving industry consisting of technological developments, agricultural innovation, and a range of exportable products have all helped the yen. Right here, this is Emperor Meiji of Japan, 1852-1912. The USD JPY market overview, the last 50 years. The highest, February 1971, 357.7. Wow. The lowest, January 2012, 76.19. 2022, the highest is in January 2nd. It was 113.68. 2022's lowest is October 20th, where it was 150.15. Number 2, the best trading times, when to trade the USD JPY and when not to trade. Greenwich Mean Time will be used for the best times for the USD JPY. The worst time is 21 to 0 GMT trading. It's subdued and then Tokyo opens. This is not a good time to trade. The best trading time is 12 to 16 GMT. London and New York both overlap and are open, but Tokyo is closed. The bad time, 3 to 5 GMT. There's a drop in volatility. Tokyo winds down, and before London opens, there's a blank space that really you don't want to trade. GMT time is basically the trader time. GMT is 8 hours ahead of Pacific Standard Times, and GMT is 5 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. Number 3, factors, roles of the USD versus roles of the JPY. The role of the USD, as the most traded currency in the world, the US dollar is affected by a variety of factors. One of the most influential of these are the reports issued by the US Federal Reserve Bank, the Fed. This data can help traders understand how the market may change in the future. The Bureau of Labor Statistics releases non-farm payroll numbers for the US, usually on the first Friday of each month. This data can produce volatility in the value of the USD and of course affect the USD JPY currency pairing. As with all currencies, economic and political events and occasionally crisis can play a part in affecting the fluctuations in the exchange rate. News and data about the US economy and politics are constantly available and should be followed to keep up to date with factors which can influence the markets. The role of the JPY. In comparison to other countries, Japan has a much more complex and varied list of factors which can potentially influence the value of the yen. The usual points can play a part, like the general health of the economy, political events, and the import and export trade in the country. However, let's take a look at something you cannot have considered. As a small country, the economy of Japan can be affected immensely by events like natural or national disasters, which occur in the region. These types of events can play havoc with the value of the yen and cause significant fluctuations in the USD JPY exchange rates. And we got to remember that Japan is an island. Financial institutions such as the Bank of Japan (BOJ) release regular reports which traders pay attention to when trying to determine future movements. Other pieces of data to look at are the Tankan report and the Tokyo area CPI. Something else to watch are the various government economic initiatives which are issued from time to time in an effort to bolster the strength of the yen and can clearly affect the USD JPY rate. A safe haven. Japan's low domestic interest rates amid deflation turn the yen into a safe haven currency, meaning that its value has tended to rise during periods of market turmoil. At times of market stress, the flow of Japanese investment funds into higher yielding foreign currencies like the US dollar have tended to reverse, appreciating the yen against the dollar. This was evident during the Great Recession, which caused the USD JPY rate to go from 120 in 2007 to less than 90 by 2009. Conversely, the yen has tended to weaken when risk appetite in financial market increases. In the years after the Great Recession, the yen slowly depreciated against the US dollar as the global economy recovered. The weakening accelerated in 2013 when the Bank of Japan embarked on a large-scale qualitative easing period. Number 4 is trading strategies. The USD JPY correlates, and this is very important to understand the correlation between forex pairs and different economies. But the USD JPY tends to have a positive correlation towards USD CFF. Because aside from the fact that both currency pairs feature the US dollar as a base currency, the Swiss franc is the other currency with traditional safe haven appeal among investors. On the flip side, the USD JPY is negatively correlated with the price of gold. As USD JPY fell during the Great Recession, gold prices soared. USD JPY strategy. The price action on USD JPY is generally gradual. Reversals can be sharp, but most often they happen at an already established support or resistance zone, and often come in the form of some patterns such as double top bottoms, head and shoulder, etc. candle views. This pair can trade in a sideways market often and for prolonged periods of time, which means it's a ranging market or it's a consolidated market. Once again, I am the Beast Trader. I hope you guys learned a little bit about USD JPY, just an introduction of basics. Go ahead and look on the internet, read books about it, and find out more about it. This is one of our top 10 pairs that we love to trade, and so you guys need to be, well knowledgeable on this. You guys, God bless you. Have a great day.